Our top 5 separated by less than 2 seconds, so look out for this one here. Maximus Purvis, the fastest qualifier. Can he impress here? We've got the current national defending champion Hamish Harwood right there as well. We've got the 9-time champ Cody Cooper. We've also got an Austrian MX1 champion Michael Ctas. He's come to join us in New Zealand for the summer as well with Kane Lamont and that brand new Troy Lee Honda. So plenty to look out for. It's the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen here. We've had a few events over the summer, but nothing really to get a gauge of what's going to happen. In this next 20 minutes, we're now in the starter's hands, ready to go racing. MX1 on the line and ready to go, and we are away. It's a great start in the middle of that whole shot. As we try and catch an update of our top, Hamish Harwood, a good start. He's sitting there in about 3rd place. Maximus gets a great start as well, but it looks like they're the 121. Cody Cooper, he absolutely loves this place. He's already won on MX2 machinery, and he'll be looking to fly as well. We've also got Hamish had a win on 125, so we've got a couple of race winners already today going out in their feature beloved MX1 classes. Hamish Harwood tries to go up next to Cody Cooper. Not going to be quite close enough. Tries to look at the inside, handlebar to handlebar. This is brilliant to watch as we see MX1 absolutely on fire. Good start too from Tyler Steiner on that Modal Best Build Honda. So wow. Number 5 machine, that's an awesome 80s replica red rocket Honda with the gold rims and the blue seat. Loving the Honda package here, celebrating 50 years of Blue Wing Honda in New Zealand. And right now, can anyone stop this man? Cody Cooper on the 121 flying. We've got Hamish Harwood 2nd place, but getting under pressure from Maximus Purvis on that Althen window system. JCR Yamaha, the top 3. This is what we wanted to see. What a showdown we're in for here. We'll look to the M of Michael Ctas there. That's 4th place for him as we're looking to shake out the top 4. We then go Tyler Steiner's there in 5th on bike number 5. Also got a good start from Kane Lamont. Go the toughie. Looking all class there. And what will be 6th place for the likeable man from Mango. And here we go. Cody Cooper, Hamish Harwood and Maximus Purvis scrubs the double. Keeps it low, but can't do much about Hamish. Go round. Beautiful sweeping left-hander. Maximus squares it up and tries to get underneath Hamish Harwood. This is frantic pace and great racing as Maximus Purvis nearly upside down as he scrubs the finish line. They go to the Dragon's back. Both of them side by side. Coops is right there in front of them. What a treat we're in for here. MX1 Racing, and it is electric. Coops ahead of Hamish. Then go Maximus, the top 3 in New Zealand, and they are on an absolute pace at the moment as Hamish Harwood now pulls up alongside Coops and launches himself into the lead. Coops gets the hammer down a little bit early and argues straight back there side by side, heading into the left-hander, but Hamish takes the line away and now finds himself in the track. Whoa, man, this is catch your breath stuff here. Is Hamish Harwood now in command of MX1 race number 1. Coops is in 2nd and Maximus, who's going to run out of roll-offs real soon, in 3rd place. What a frantic opening lap that was. Michael Ctas there, the Austrian champ. He is there in 4th. Tyler Steiner and Kane Lamont make it a Honda 4, 5 and 6 at the moment. But then look out to the rest of our competitors coming through. It's a good start from Micah McGoldrick. We've got Hayden Smith on that CML Gas as well. Looking out for him with Madison Ladd. A good start to Matty. He's there in about 9th place. We've got Brad Grubridge, Jared Guthrie and Bradley Watling. So that'll take us down to about 12th position as this top 3 is going to be electric. Hamish Harwood, what a back straight he did there. He launched himself into the lead. Had to fight handlebar to handlebar with Coops and manages to now have about a 10 bike length lead as they head around the sweepers. 20-minute motor. This is going to be amazing to watch. As Hamish Harwood, our current and defending MX1 champion, has made a statement early on this one here. He is the man to beat now. Cody Cooper, the man who's won this class 9 times. And last time, 3 years ago when we were here, he won all 3 motors that day, so he loves this place and would dearly love to make a statement of this championship. Maximus Purvis, he is our MX2 current champion. He's made a step up to big time MX1 racing, and he's looking to go on the inside of Cody Cooper. They are now side by side, and Maximus gets himself, muscles his way into 2nd place, so well done to Maximus. And that is a bit of a statement 2 laps into this MX1 feature race. Now turns his attention to Hamish Harwood. Can Maximus reel in the current champ? Oh, the top three, this is going to be unbelievable to watch. We've got plenty happening in behind them as well, with Michael Kratzer there still ahead of Tyler Steiner and Kane Lamont. We've got Hayden Smith ahead of Micah McGoldrick. Madison Ladder still there in 9th place. Brad Grubich on the white line. Kawasaki with Kia Trailers. Good to see BG back from a bit of a bad run of injuries over the last few years. Back inside the top 10 of MX1 Racing. Jared Guthrie, great to see him as well. Back in MX1 Racing. Bradley Waddling on that 35 rider development. Gas rounding out our top 12. As we're not going to be able to keep up with this pace for 20 laps surely. Hamish, Harwood, Maximus Purvis and Cody Cooper. They've already bolted the three of them. Truly world-class trio of riders, and we're on here for an absolute treat for the race fans. It's loving to watch the aggression of Maximus Purvis. He is hard charging here, and Coops here on the 121. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve and loves this place, so don't count him out. The top three will be these three riders, you'd have to think, but what order will they finish in? Let's go racing. We're still got a massive 14 minutes plus a lap. Hamish Harwood is there. Maximus Purvis and Cody Cooper are still arguing for second and third, with Coops doing a late little lap push there to get himself back in the zone. As Maximus is what he loves. He loves dicing with Coops into this tight little section down the back straight. This is where we saw him make that amazing pass a lap ago. And meanwhile, while Coops and Maximus battle it out and have to cut each other's lines off, it's going to play into the hands of Hamish Harwood. He's going to run away with this one if he's not careful. As those two there need to settle into a bit of a race pace and not let Hamish get away with this one. What a performance we've got here. Now 14 minutes plus a lap, massive feature races. And the pace they're running at the front is absolutely relentless. So all three of them in the 152s that last lap around, so even lap times. But it is Hamish who's got the 2-second advantage. Let's give you an update of our top results in probably the most talented field of MX1 we've seen in a number of years in New Zealand motocross, with Hamish Harwood, Cody Cooper and Maximus Purvis. That is your unbelievable top three at the moment. Michael Kratzer, our Austrian visitor, great to see him. He's comfy there in 4th place. Tyler Steiner and Kane Lamont on their Blue Honda machines 5th and 6th place. Hayden Smith there in 7th. Madison Ladder's now up into 8th place, ahead of Brad Grumage, who's got ahead of Micah McGoldrick as well. So Micah earlier 8th place, now down into 10th. Jared Guthrie ahead of Bradley Waddling for 11th and 12th. We'll go to Reese McBride. Reese McBride there, a great 13th for him. Messiah McGoldrick is in 14th. Sam Cuthbertson charging through the pack. He finds himself in 15th place, ahead of Josh Magro there. Josh back in MX1 Racing as well. Nick Darcy, Ethan Waters, Toby Winiata and Blake Litchfield there, rounding out our top 20 in the points as Harwood ticks off yet another lap. Coops is there in second. And we've got no Maximus, so no Maximus there. He's just hung up on that final corner, so a bit of drama for Maximus Purvis. And now, unfortunately, Maximus dropped off that front two battle with a little hiccup in the final corner of this racetrack. There's still a massive 12.5 minutes to go. Do not rule that young man out. He's our two-time MX2 champion. Made the step up to MX1 Racing. And showing us some fabulous pace here in the early stage of this moto. So pretty much an unchanged top 10 as we see it. Everyone just trying to settle into some nice race pace here at the moment. And what a superstar lineup here. Plenty to get excited about MX1 Racing. And just to get championship points in MX1 Racing is going to be a hell of an achievement with the talented field we've got. 24 entries in all, so good numbers here. And if you've paid to get in today, you're getting your money's worth now with Hamish Harwood, Cody Cooper, Maximus Purvis. That is unbelievable what pace those guys are showing. Hamish still cannot shake the 121 in behind him, so this is going to need to be race pace for the full 20 minutes. There's Hamish, our current defending MX1 champion. What a legend. He's the current former 4-time MX2 champion. He's won MX125 a couple of times. He's had wins all over the world, and he's right here in command at the moment. Can he hang on? We're halfway through our first MX1 race of the championship. And Hamish Harwood on the CML KTM leads ahead of Cody Cooper. There's a wee way back to Maximus Purvis, who made the hiccup a lap ago, but he was comfy in third place. In behind him, the modal best build Honda of Michael Kratzer from Austria. Big welcome to Michael here, and doing a fabulous job in fourth place. In behind him, his teammate Tyler Steiner on bike number 5, in position 5 for him. There is Caleb, so go Tuffy in 6th place on his Troy Honda. And then we look to in behind him, that awesome two-stroke, so go Hayden Smith on the two-stroke gas machine. And that's some fabulous lap times for him as well. So he's actually a little bit quicker than Tuffy was last time around. So look out for the potential of Hayden Smith to come alive. He's in 7th place at the moment on the charge. Brad Krupich is up into 8th place ahead of Madison Ladder. So the local man, Matty, doing a great job inside the top 10. Michael McGoldrick there in 10. Jared Guthrie, part of the mainland performance here. Well done to Jared, good to have him back. And 11th place, Bradley Wantling still hanging on to 12th, but Sam Cuthbertson's up into 13th and he's charging hard. So look out for the man on the Ultra Honda machine. Formerly of Dunedin, he'll be loving being back down in his home area up now. Lives in the King Country, but of course Dunedin still his home. And 13th place, so the horror start, he'll be charging hard. He was one of our top 6 fastest qualifiers, and he'll be looking to capitalise as many championship points as he can get. He's still got a massive 9 minutes plus a lap to try and salvage as many points as he can. Isaiah McGoldrick there in 14th. Ethan Horner's on the Murray Thorn Yamaha. He's in the top 15 now. Ahead of Josh May. Well done to Josh May on the 722. Fabulous top 16 result on the cars. Reese McBride there in 17th ahead of Nick Darcy. And then go to a good performance from Blake Ditchfield, who was 21st fastest qualifier, now finds himself inside the points as things heating up nicely. Hamish Harwood, Cody Cooper. It's going to be something special here. 2.2 seconds, so Hamish has just started to get a little bit quicker in this moto. It was a 150.7 last time around, so getting quicker and quicker. And now it's going to take something really special from Coops if he wants to try and stop our current and defending champion taking first blood. Well, Maximus still there, but he's 20 seconds off the pace now. Got a comfy buffer back to Michael in 4th. And what might have been for Maximus if he had got himself in one of those top early positions, it's going to be so cool to watch this series unfold. We've got 3 truly world-class riders going at it at the front, and then we're joined by a European visitor from Austria, Michael Kratzer there in 4th place. Talking to him before, and definitely much different than the tracks he's used to in his home. So he's excited to be part of our New Zealand summer on that Motul Best Build Honda, and just fabulous. Love having our European visitors coming over here and mixing it with the best. And the best right now is the number 1, Hamish Harwood, leading on his CML KTM. In behind him, the 121 of Cody Cooper. He's in an MX2 win tonight. He'd love to repeat the dose here, but he's slowly falling off the pace of Hamish Harwood. So Hamish with 7.5 minutes plus a lap to go. Still plenty of time for Coops or Hamish to potentially make a mistake. So not done for yet, but certainly playing into the hands of Hamish Harwood well and truly at the moment. And the number 1 on the shirt, or the number 1 in the race, he's already had an MX125 victory today. And just so special to watch this man. The flawless technique of Hamish Harwood coming to the fore at the moment. His Coops, that time there, a little bit slower, so it was nearly a second slower than Hamish. It's gone out to 3.2 seconds, so now it's going to be something desperately needed from Cody Cooper. Maximus Purvis still there in 3rd place, so he's hanging on to that nicely, and with some good lap time still there. We knew how good he was. Made a little mistake in lap number 2, and now he's just lost touch with that front 2, but we know he's got the pace, and look out for him to come alive later on in these motos. So unreal. Michael Kratzer still there in 4th place ahead of his teammate Tyler Steiner, and then you look to Hayden Smith, who's got into 6th place ahead of Kane Lamont. So well done to Hayden Smith, a lone 2-stroke out there, and flying the flag for CML Gas in this one. We're out to Brad Grubridge, who's there in 8th place. So welcome back to BG and top level New Zealand competitive racing on the Kia Trailers White Line Kawasaki. Cool to have his teammate seating head on an Action Moto Share Trailers Kawasaki. That's cool to have those two boys back in MX1 Championship level racing. And the update, unfortunately for Seaton, he is down in 20th place, so not where he'd want to be, but still got plenty of time in this moto. 5.5 minutes plus a lap remaining. And anything is possible here, and these championship points are going to be so crucial. The depth and talent of this field is unbelievable, so to maximise every outing on the track will be crucial for our overall glory in a 12-race series. So Hamish Harwood takes off another lap. He is just putting the foot down now. 5 minutes remaining in race 1 for MX1. And interesting as well, straight after this one here, we'll be into MX125, so he'll be straight back on the track after this race. Yeah, very busy day at the office for Hamish Harwood, and look out for him. He's one of the hardest charging and fittest men in New Zealand motocross, so this won't be an issue for him. Double classing, as is Cody Cooper, so the 1 and 2 in this race here have been number 1 in MX125 and number 1 in MX2, and now showing us how classy they are in this top level racing. But 5.5 seconds, that is your gap between Hamish and Coops. It's going to definitely need something special for Coops, but with 25 bikes on track, there's no lap traffic, there's anything can happen here. He's still with that over 4 minutes plus a lap remaining. Hamish is going to have to stay neat and tidy, because otherwise the man in behind him, the 121, would be there to pounce. So Max's Purvis is about 32 seconds down the road, so just consolidating that third place he's got. Was right in the hunt for the win early on in the moto. He made the mistake in about lap 2 or 3, and now he's found himself just sitting into a nice little race pace there, and he'll be loving to grab himself a podium position. Been a long series where anything can happen. We still go to Rotorua in 2 weeks' time, and then further 2 weeks after that, we go back-to-back Hawke's Bay on the third weekend of March, and then we finish it off at Digger McEwen. So we know how good Maximus is at Digger McEwen. We know how good Coops is as well. What a series we're in for here. Hamish Harwood has just been electric in this one here. Didn't have it all his own way. It was about third after the whole shot, but once he charged hard and got himself on the lead, he's then never relinquished it, and he now has a 9-second lead over Coops. So Coops now just settling into a race pace. He's probably going to save himself. No need to push too hard. We've got a long series ahead of us, but now 9.6 seconds. Now Hamish Harwood is certainly making a bit of a statement here in New Zealand motocross. He's won a 125 race this morning, and now he's on the doorstep of glory here in MX1. We were here 3 years ago at the Riverside Reserve Raceway, and it was Cody Cooper who won all 3 MX1 races that day. Is it going to be a chance for Hamish to take the baton and put a firm command on defending his MX1 championship? He is flying down the back straight now at the moment. Time about 2.5 minutes to go. So 70th time on the clock when he comes around again. And that will start the sequence for about 3 laps to go. These massive 20-minute motos in the hot sun here in Balclutha. They're going to take its toll. The track's getting pretty rough and rugged as well. It's a beautiful track here. There's still multiple lines. I love how this track forms up. And it is just an absolute treat to watch Hamish Harwood go around there. Almost flawless technique. And what we touched on earlier, multiple times 125 champion, 4-time MX2 champion, and now the current and defending MX1 champion. He'll be loving this at the moment. With a minute and a half left on the clock, he's going to come around and tick off yet another lap. He's led since lap number 2 of this race. And he'll come through and tick off yet another one and start his final couple of laps of this race. So the time will expire on this lap around, and then the white flag will come out. So 2 laps to go now for Hamish Harwood. Coops is there, but it's now out to 11.5 seconds. So you just have to think Coops is settling in and going to hang on to that second place and reload for the next 2 races later on today. Coops has also got another couple of MX2 races to go as well. He'll need all the strength and conditioning he's got. who survived the hot sun here in the South Otago. Maximus Purvis still there in a quality third place. Michael Kratzer, our Austrian champion visitor. Awesome to have him still there. Is Max now 44 seconds again from Hamish down to Max. So Max, like Coops, just settling into a rhythm and reloading, ready for more glory later on in the day. But good performances as well for Michael Kratzer. He is certainly in command of fourth place ahead of Hayden Smith. So there's Hayden on his CML gas. Tyler Stein at the end behind him in sixth place, and then go back to Kane Lamont in seventh. So that's looking pretty stylish. One of the most stacked, talented MX1 fields to ever assemble in New Zealand motocross. And we are in awe of this man on the number one. CML KTM has not put a foot wrong here. The white flag ready and waiting for this man. The number one of Hamish Harwood. Into the stadium section he is, and with the white flag on his doorstep. The only man that's within striking distance is Cody Cooper on the 121. He's ridden the wheels off that Bridgestone Kawasaki, but here's the white flag, so one lap to go now for Hamish Harwood. What a performance this has been. As we see out of the final corner, he'll grab the white flag as well. That's Cody Cooper on the Alpine Star Bridgestone Kawasaki. Great stuff from him, and then with another quarter of a lap to go before he grabbed the white flag. Maximus Purvis, that is looking like your podium shake-up here. And you'd have to think only a disaster from here would cost one of those three the podium. We've got Michael Kratzer, our Austrian visitor, still doing his best there in fourth place. So on his first trip to New Zealand to race, that's an incredible performance as well. And then in behind him on that two-stroke CML gas machine, that's well done to Hayden Smith. So he's double classing as well on MX2, where he's had a trip to the podium already. And what a spectacular display we've seen here. We're just in absolute awe of the man down the back straight now at the moment. Less than half a lap between him and first blood and MX1 racing. Is this a sign of things to come? Are we going to see a Hamish Harwood domination in 2023? So far, all signs point towards yes. And the Fox Racing CML KTM machine, he's had a win in the 125s. He's only a couple of corners away from this one here. And this is a massive statement in New Zealand motocross. If he can win by this margin here, and a flawless performance with this track getting rough and rugged, the lap in the 150s, and put on a show for race fans. Absolutely amazing. One more quarter to go, and let's hear it on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. The number one defending MX1 champion. He's going to take first blood. It's going to be a win to Hamish Harwood. And fabulous performance there. So well done to Hamish, and he's actually won by a comfy margin in the end. Here is the Coops, so well done to Coops. In a long championship, you've got to maximise your points whenever they're on offer, and to grab 22 championship points, that's good. For that man there, Cody Cooper. Had a win in MX1 last time we were here. This time has to settle for second place, but that first couple of laps showed us just how dangerous his pace is, so he'll be a factor for sure in this championship. And looking out to round out the podium, another one of our Fox Racing L-Firm Window Systems JCR Yamaha pilots, Maximus Purvis. So Max in second place for the first couple of laps, piling on the pressure, made the mistake in the final corner, and then from there just come through and consolidated his podium performance. So well done to him. It's going to be fourth place for Michael Kratzer on the Model Best Build Honda, and then go back to that CML gas two-stroke of Hayden Smith. He's going to come home there in a quality fifth place. We go back to Tyler Steiner, who's going to be in sixth, and then look to the toughie Kane Lamont, who's going to come home and round out our top seven. So that's a wrap of MX1. We'll cross down to our podium positions, and it's a special performance from Hamish Harwood, Cody Cooper and Maximus Purvis. groups. Well, what a frantic first couple of laps, man, and then after that, just had to settle into a rhythm, but pretty happy with your stuff out there?
Yeah, another good start. I just trying to be too aggressive, I think, on the first few laps, and it's just not, I can't ride that thing like that 250, but settled in a bit, managed to sort of match Harwood on a couple of laps. He's a bit faster than me over this section, so I need to sort that out, but yeah, it's going to be hard. If I want to win, it's going to be definitely hard going through these two, but yeah, I think I just need to settle down a bit and try and let the arms relax on that, on the big beast.
Yeah, so a long series, you've got 12 races in all, so to come home in second place, keep ticking those championship points away, that's got to feel pretty good?
Yeah, for sure. It's always better than third or fourth, you know, further down the line, for sure.
All right, awesome, man, well done, and that's a quality second place performance. We're going to go over to Hamish, who's going to have to be quick here. Well done to Hamish, but he's got a 1:25 race right next, but let's see if we can catch up with a few words here. Hamish, well done. What a frantic couple of first laps, but you got the job done.
Yeah, it was quite hectic at the start. The intensity was definitely high, and yeah, I just thought I'd make a bit of a push while I could, and then I don't even know when I sort of broke free, but I managed to get that gap, and then sort of just maintained, and no, it was a good race.
The track's looking pretty gnarly out there now. Is it starting to get pretty challenging?
Oh, it definitely is. There's a lot of soft patches and hard edges, and it's you definitely got to be on your toes, because yeah, it'll bite you. So we got to be careful. But I feel like I got quite a hard setup, so it should hold up out there. But no, the bike's good. I'm loving it.
All right, so there was an absolute treat for race fans, that race there. Is that as much fun out there as it was for us?
Yeah, no, I was enjoying it. Every time you're in the lead, you're enjoying it. You can't complain about that.
All right, well done, man. We'll let you get back to your 1:25 and hopefully catch you on the podium straight away, so thanks, man. All right, brilliant stuff. Well done to Hamish, and we'll catch up with the man in third place and one of the coolest haircuts in New Zealand senior motocross. Well done, Maximus. You had the pace in those first couple of laps, made a little mistake, and then it was pretty hard from there.
Yeah, pushed a bit hard at the start, and then made a bit of a mistake over there, and then just lost the rhythm after that, and no, it was all good, track's all good, and see how it goes in the next one.
So your L-Therm JCA Yamaha, you're loving how it's all going for you?
Yeah, no, bike's primo, handling, doing everything it needs to out there.
All right, so you got a bit of start up for race 2 and 3. You're going to surprise us with a race win, perhaps?
I'll try to get a good start and then just go from there.
All right, fantastic. Well done, Max. That was brilliant, and we'll hopefully see you a couple of steps higher later on today. Magic. All right, brilliant stuff. That's a wrap of MX1, the podium. What a treat that was for race fans. And coming up next, we're going to do it all again. Second round of racing coming up next, starting with MX125.